Hello, I'm Jocelyn Pinchal, Senior Product Manager of Power Platform and Copilot Security. And today I will be walking you through how to leverage network and data security for exfiltration-protected agents. In this video, we'll be going through the Managed Security Framework. Then, through concrete scenarios and demos, we will dive into network security, data protection with private endpoints and firewalls, and exfiltration prevention via connector management and tenant isolation. Here at Microsoft, we are betting on Copilot Studio, or MCS, as the primary solution for agent customization with extensibility. With MCS, you can easily extend from Microsoft 365 Copilot or create operational standalone agents, no matter how much prior experience you have with developing business applications. Whether you are a pro code developer or a low code maker, MCS is a solution for enriching your enterprise with AI-driven solutions. Let's start by double-clicking on Managed Security. Managed Security is one of the 4 key offerings of the fully managed platform suite, also including Managed Governance, Managed Operations, and Managed Availability. The framework touches on all the pressing topics and CISO top-of-minds needed to ensure protections for enterprise-grade AI readiness. The first pillar, Security Posture Management, is embodied by the new Power Platform Admin Center Security Hub. At Ignite 2024, we also announced the general availability of the new Security Hub and the new Power Platform Admin Center experience. Security Hub serves as a single pane of glass for Power Platform administrators to easily understand and manage their business application security posture, including agents made in Copilot Studio. It hosts a myriad of capabilities that admins can leverage to take both proactive and reactive measures to ensure utmost platform security. Security Hub is also the home of a growing number of rich data protection and privacy settings. There are features like virtual network policies and data policies preventing data exfiltration. Let's discuss some of the fundamentals and then the newest capabilities. Network security requires a multi-layered approach. Through this visual, we can understand how various aspects of network security work together to enable safeguards at each of the different networking layers. The first layer starts with secure inbound connectivity, with features such as continuous access evaluation to secure identities, data policies or connector management to secure endpoints, and IP firewalls or cookie binding to secure networks. The next layer aids users leveraging data sources outside the platform, such as Azure M365, to mitigate the risk of exfiltration via extensibility. This layer ensures communication remains within the boundaries of the private networks via capabilities such as Azure Virtual Network. VNet allows you to leverage a secure and isolated environment for Azure resources while still allowing connection to on-premises networks via VPN. With these features, you are able to maintain compliance while having the control you need to leverage advanced capabilities like private endpoints or service zones. With the general availability of VNet support for numerous Power Platform connectors, which streamlines management in the Security Hub, you can easily leverage a private network without exposing these crucial resources over the internet, thereby protecting internal data from exfiltration risks. Use your sensitive workloads worry-free, knowing the egress traffic is safe. Further, with the availability of environment groups, customers have been increasingly moving their management strategy to the environment group level for a more enterprise-grade, scalable approach. So, with the evolution of data loss prevention policies to the new advanced connector policy experience, Power Platform admins are able to easily configure connectors at scale across environment groups. With the new experience, the former concept of business or non-business is sunset, with a simple add or remove button for a streamlined allow listing. This new rule also has the added benefit that any connector can be unblocked, including the formerly unblockable. In this demo, the goal will be to create an agent to evaluate customer feedback on a product release. Things to be considered include protecting private data, restricting IP range access, scaling for future development, and preventing exfiltration via extensibility. Let's meet Pradeep, a product manager at Contoso Electronics. He has recently conducted some product feedback across a large group of customers and wants to create an agent with Copilot Studio in order to easily digest the data. Pradeep starts off by selecting an advanced knowledge source, the AI Search connector. This connector will help Pradeep ensure secure and scalable information retrieval for his generative AI scenario by leveraging a vector index to search across a myriad of Azure data sources like Blob and Cosmos. He verifies that his connection and index are both established and continues forward. After that, Pradeep quickly names his agent Product Feedback Survey and then decides that it's time to test it out. His first prompt for the agent is to return the name, email, and contact information for each of the customers who completed the survey. After a moment, the agent queries with the Azure AI Search connector and returns a list of customers. However, this answer seems to have some personal information like phone numbers, so Pradeep's admins decide to take some measures to ensure security. Over in the Azure portal, the admin can dig into the networking information of the Azure AI Search service that Pradeep was using. We can see that originally Pradeep was able to query just over a public network. In order to treat the customer's personal information with sensitivity, the admin decides to disable access via public network and then to create a private endpoint. This will ensure that the data remains secure and will only travel over that specific private endpoint. In the Power Platform Admin Center, the admin can visit the Security Hub and then select Data and Privacy. There they can verify that the environment that the agent resides in is associated with the correct virtual network policy. This will ensure that the data will travel over a private endpoint. Furthermore, in order to treat customer information with utmost confidentiality, the Contoso Electronics admin only wants Pradeep to leverage these types of agentic solutions grounded in private information from the office based in San Francisco. But based on his IP address, it seems he's on a trip to Washington. The admin decides that it's best to instill an IP firewall to ensure that this environment will only be accessible from the allowed listed IP ranges near the office. So they go to Security Hub and easily act on a recommendation to turn on IP Firewall. They select the environment where Pradeep was building in and are able to add in the IP range of the campus in the Allow List field. Then they click over to the Advanced Settings and untoggle Audit Mode to ensure enforcement. Finally, save, and when Pradeep tries to leverage the agent remotely, he now gets blocked. Finally, the admin decides to add a few extra guardrails as Pradeep continues building more AI-driven solutions. First, the admin creates an environment group to manage Contoso Electronics customer feedback use cases and adds the initial environment that Pradeep was building in. From there, they're able to take advantage of a number of rules for environment groups, including the new advanced connector policies. The admin scrolls through the connectors that are currently allowed for this environment group. Thinking through future use cases, they decide to block a few more. With this new offering, all connectors are now able to be blocked and nothing is off limits, thereby minimizing the risks for exfiltration. Lastly, the admin checks on the access settings. Given that Contoso Electronics is not currently partnered with any other organizations, they check that tenant isolation is indeed restricted by default to make sure that all remaining connector usage stays safely within Contoso Electronics tenant boundaries. To summarize, let's briefly touch on the original considerations. The goal was to be able to create an agent to answer and evaluate customer feedback. Considerations included private data protection, IP range restrictions, scalability, and exfiltration prevention. With the virtual network, outbound traffic is safe from the risks of a public network. And then, with advanced connector policies, scalable extensibility via connectors is safe from data exfiltration. Allow listed IP ranges ensures easy access control, and tenant isolation keeps internal information safely within the boundaries of the tenant. AI adoption at enterprise scale can seem like a daunting feat, but security does not have to be the most complicated aspect. With the scalable exfiltration prevention capabilities and granular access controls of managed security, ranging from layered network controls to connector management, you can confidently jump into your AI journey knowing your organization's data is protected. Thank you for watching, and check out the description for resources to get started.